Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you a review of the new Physicians Formula contouring and highlighting kits. So if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts about these kits and also seeing swatches, then just keep on watching. The Physicians Formula just released these to the drugstores in Ulta for $14.99 each. They have the matte sculpting kit and also the shimmer strobing kit. So for $15, you're getting 0.30 ounces of product, and that ends up being like each pan is about $5 each. And each of these pans are approximately the same size as the pan of the contour kit from Anastasia. And if you think about it, I just did the math. So the Anastasia contour kit, if you were to purchase just 3 pans on their own, which I believe you can do online as well, that would be $20 versus this kit for $15. So it is pretty pricey for the drugstore. It is just slightly cheaper than like the Anastasia products if you think about it. So I was really hoping that it was worth that investment because I really love the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I use it all the time. And I do have the Bronze Booster Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I don't like it as much as the Butter Bronzer, but I do find that the consistency is pretty much the same. So I thought that I would like these because I really liked the shades that it comes with, at least when I saw it online and everything. One thing that really interested me especially, and I told you guys about this in my drugstore haul, is that this looks so much like the Becca Champagne Pop palette that was released like a year and a half ago. It is pretty identical, and I will swatch both in a minute, but that's why I wanted to get this, just to see if it was like kind of a dupe for that kit, because I really like those shades. So this also comes with a brush as well. On the bottom, this has like really nice packaging, and it comes with a little brush that is kind of like a contouring brush. They both come with the same brush, which I do find interesting because I wouldn't use a brush like that for highlighting, but maybe for contouring it is a pretty decent brush. So to test these out, I do have a mixed review on both of them. I was going to demo them both, but because I don't like one of the kits, I didn't end up doing that. But I am wearing this kit, and you guys have seen me apply it on Instagram. I'm wearing it today, and my makeup will be on Instagram probably later today if it's not up already. But I'm going to start off with kind of the miss of these two products, and that's the matte sculpting kit. I really thought that this was going to be awesome, and I've actually seen some mixed reviews online, but I like put this on and immediately regretted it. So I am definitely going to be returning this. That's like my spoiler from my review on this. And I really was interested in this because it comes with like the perfect shades. At least that's what it looked like when I saw it online. It has like that matte, creamy, vanilla yellow shade. It's not like too yellow and it's not too white. So I thought that would be really perfect for like under the eyes or down the center of your face. And then it has like this cool toned contouring shade, which I really like because I don't always just wear warm tones. But then you also get that option of a warm tone as well with this bronzer. But the formula and the pigmentation was really the letdown with this kit. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch it. And you guys will see like it is not going to show up very well. I'll zoom in so you guys can see like a little bit closer. But especially like this light contouring shade, it's not something that's very pigmented, and you kind of have to build it up. Like that does not show up on my skin at all. I'm gonna just give it the benefit of the doubt and kind of double swatch this one just so you guys can see like the undertone. It's not really showing up, but this dark shade does have some pigmentation to it, but it's also a shade that would be, I think, too dark for a lot of like light medium skin tones, and it's also more of like a reddish tone bronzer. So I don't think it would be a shade that's really compatible with a lot of skin tones. I'm going to share with you guys a comparison to the Butter Bronzer so you can see the difference. So here I have the Butter Bronzer, which is warm, but it's not like red, and it's also not super cool, so it's a really natural bronzer. So it is also very light, but it's something that's a little bit more easy to work with. It's a very creamy product compared to these shades. Like I could build up the Butter Bronzer, but I can't build up these shades. And especially when I went to apply this center shade, it was just going on really patchy. So it was kind of light, but then where it was a little bit more pigmented, it would just be like a streak of color. So it was something I definitely did not want to build up. It just looks like a really fake contour, and it also has a little bit of a purple hint to it, which I really don't like because it almost makes you look like you're bruised, or just like, it just does not look natural at all. And I just found that this was a little too red on me. It didn't look like a deeper contour color. It just looked like a little bit of a more like reddish brown, or like a really muddy color. And honestly, the yellow tone is not that bad, but it's not something that I picked up this kit for. I picked it up for these sculpting shades. So that is a kit that I will be returning because I do not like the shades. I don't like how they apply on my skin. I think that the colors are okay, but they just don't apply very consistently and they don't go well with my skin tone. You guys might like it if you have a different skin tone, but I don't think they look good on me at all. I just found that they were more powdery, especially than the butter bronzer. They did not have like the same creamy formula. So I'm going to be returning that matte kit, but let's go ahead and jump into the highlighting kit because I do like that a bit better. So I actually thought that I would like the contouring kit way more than the highlighting kit, but it's actually the opposite. And I am wearing this whole kit on my face today. I'm wearing the white shade like on my cupid's bow and down the center of my face. This as a highlight and this as a blush topper. And I really like these shades. They are very pigmented right off the bat. And they are slightly powdery, but it's something that's forgivable to me. It's not something that's like very, very powdery that's going to just show up really gritty on your skin. They're definitely not as creamy as like some high-end formulas, but I think for $15 and you're getting like 3 shades that you could use in a very versatile way, I think it is a good product. And I think this shade is a pretty nice blush topper. I wouldn't use it as a highlighter on its own. So you guys can see that there is really good pigmentation there, especially with the lightest and the darkest shade. I think just that this one blends into my skin tone a little bit more, so it looks less pigmented, but it's definitely pigmented as well. So I do think that this kit has a lot better pigmentation. The colors show up just like they do in the pan, which is always a good sign. They could be slightly creamier and slightly more finely milled, but for drugstore, I think that is a really good highlighting kit. So I will be hanging on to this one, and I did want to show you guys a comparison to the Becca kit, just in case you have it or you wanted it, and just so you guys can see a comparison to some high-end highlighters. I'm just going to swatch them real quick because it is almost identical. So I have Pearl, Champagne Pop, and Blush Topper. I know that Champagne Pop is still available. I'm not sure if these two are still available, but just so you guys can see the swatches, I'm not sure where to put them. I'll put it over like on this side. This is pretty much identical to Pearl. And Champagne Pop is a little bit different. It's a little bit more peachy. And then Blush Topper is almost identical to the shade I have here. So those are very, very similar. These are the Becca ones, and then these are the drugstore ones. If you guys ever wanted a dupe for that, I'll insert a close-up of these two so you guys can see what they look like. So those are the swatches. I do really like the highlighting kit. I'm going to hold on to it for sure, especially for drugstore tutorials. I really like using it. And I am going to definitely be returning the Bronze Booster Matte Sculpting Kit, which sucks because I told you guys in my drugstore haul that I was able to find this one easily, but the matte kit, I had to order it online from Ulta because I was really thinking this was going to be like a new go-to for me. And I was really having high expectations for this because of the butter bronzer and how smooth and creamy and pigmented that goes on my skin. And this just felt like a complete flop compared to that. So if you guys do pick this up, definitely let me know if you like it, because it could just be that it doesn't work with my skin tone, but I just really don't like it. But I really do think that the highlighting kit is a little bit more universal because it does have the different shades in there anyways. So that is everything for this video, guys. If you liked it, definitely give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if you have either of these or you plan on picking them up. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.